people, good morning. Before I start the video, let's do a load of washing. And for me, it's put one in the dryer and then put another load on to wash, because we've just got the wettest weather and nothing's getting dry. It's getting like a musty smell, so I've given up. I'm putting it in the dryer. I've just seen my camera is flashing, so I'm going to have to change the battery as well. Washing is on. That load came out. Let's do another load on. I feel like it's just never ending doing washing in this house at the moment. Today we are going to attempt some gardening. I have got a massive update to give you with where our garden first started and where it is up to. You would have seen the very first video I put out for this series in regards to the home. I gave you like a tour of the backyard. But I might put a clip in here and I'll give you a run through of what the backyard looked like and the trees we took out. We actually hired professional arborists. We had a team of arborists come out and remove some very tricky trees we had. Washing on. Added some organised and a load of washing is done. So let me put the video up here for you so you can see.
Came along, couldn't look away. Somehow you turned my life completely upside down. And since you've been gone, there's no peace of mind. A foolish heart and healing thought I would be fine. That I still can stand, but every time I think these scars are about to mend. No matter where I lay my head, another town, another bed. No matter what I do, I'm still gonna be dreaming of you. No matter who I try to love, you I'm thinking of. No matter what I do, I'm still gonna be dreaming of you. Nobody got the magic touch. How you make my heart rush. Why is that so hard to find? Nothing better than your kiss, something that I can't resist. Can't forget the nights you were mine. Oh, no, no. Town, another bed. And no matter what I do, I'm still gonna be dreaming of you. No matter who I try to love, it's always you I'm thinking of. No matter what I do, I'm still gonna be dreaming of you. No, no, no. Yeah.
Give you a quick look at the garden beds up, and then I'm going to do a video and show you the process. These garden beds here, so this is what we've come up with. This was actually a huge tree stump that actually came probably out around here, and just to give you an idea, this is 1.2 meters long. So the tree stump itself was absolutely huge. So I built these here, 1, 2 and 3. I wanted 4, but I ran out of room, and then I figured some things actually grow really well in pots. So I've got 1 pot I've recycled there, and 2 I'm going to pick up from Marketplace to go here and here. And then in this section here, I'm actually building my own greenhouse out of all recycled bits and pieces. So we've still got some work to do with here, leveling and rocking and putting like a little concrete slab down. But today I'm going to show you how I made these garden beds. So a super simple process. All it was really required was I got the timber off of Marketplace. I chose timber that was suitable for what I was wanting to do, and I also ended up lining the garden beds with some plastic just to stop any potential leaching of the timber going into the soil, because we are doing a veggie garden and a flower garden. I literally measured how long I wanted it, how high I wanted it, and it was a pretty simple cut the pieces of wood to the length I wanted. I didn't end up cutting the length of it because I wanted it to be 1.2. It was a perfect length, but the width of them I wanted to be quite narrow so it wasn't hard for the kids to lean over and actually reach in and do the gardening. So I think excuse me, I think the width of them ended up being about 40-45 centimeters in depth, which was just perfect for what we were wanting. And it was a really simple process. I cut the pieces of timber to the size, I cut how many I need for the height, and then there was a bunch of old stakes in the backyard, like hardwood stakes. So I actually used those to use as like the brace or the support for putting the whole thing together. I used galvanized steel, galvanized screws, and I literally built a box. A very simple process. If it wasn't for filming, I reckon putting a whole box together by the time I cut it and screw it in probably would have taken me, I don't know, 20-30 minutes. So a really easy process to do. For me, the biggest thing was we had a lot of rain, so I was competing with rain to get things built, but I've got them in the backyard now. So I thought what I would do today is show you. I put in like a bunch of rubble down the bottom because these boxes are really deep. They're actually probably about 60-70 centimeters high, so they're nice and high off the ground. And down the bottom, I don't want to spend all this money on dirt to fill it, so I filled it with like the old palm leaves, branches, twigs, garden mulch. I've really compacted it down, and then I'm going to top it with some topsoil. I do have some things we're going to plant today, so I'll show you those. I've got rocks coming tomorrow, so I think this video is going to be a very long video because I want to show you the whole process. The greenhouse will be separate though, so let's just try and get the veggie garden up and running. So it sounds really weird, but I think it's kind of self-explanatory. I'm just going to let the video roll for today because we're going to fill the garden beds with dirt, put in some seeding, get it all prepped, and then tomorrow we're going to get the rocks, put all the rocks down, and then sort of like finish it off and then get ready for the greenhouse. Once the greenhouse is in, I've got hanging plants. I'm going to do hanging strawberries, potentially some hanging tomatoes, but everything else will be going in, and we're starting to get a garden back. A lot of you commented saying you're just going to have grass, don't remove the trees. Trust me, our front yard is full of beautiful trees and flowers, and our back will get there as well. I've got some trees I want to go into like the pots and that kind of thing, and around other areas of the house which we're just not showing for privacy. We've got plenty of stuff there. Just what we had in the backyard when we first bought it was too dangerous. Alright, so these ones here I built the other week, and I've just been building the soil up. I've got more to put into that one. This one I finished the other day in between rain, so you can see all down the bottom it's just like full of crap, so I half fill it, and I'm going to go through, and we've got plenty of topsoil around the house. I'm going to fill these beds up with topsoil, finish leveling out here a little bit, and then get ready to plant.
I know it's nothing new, but it's so good to see you. We do this every day, and I'm still so amazed by you. So hold me tight through the night. It's just us two, me and you. Oh, oh, I can't believe you love me. Oh, I just feel so lucky. here to stay every single day. Yeah. So hold me tight through the night. It's just us two, me and you. Oh, oh, I can't believe you love me. Oh, oh, I just feel so lucky. Oh, oh, still can't believe you love me.
I didn't actually realize how much extra soil I needed to put in here, so I'm not going to put in any seeds today. I'm going to let that sit overnight. I'm going to level that off, and then tomorrow we'll come back and we'll start filling up the other two more, putting the gravel down, and we can start planting.
I'm in love with all your lights and your colors. I'm in love with all your nights. But you've kept me far away from my focus, and to my heart I cannot lie. Stars, made of stars, up above, made to fall. Stars, counting stars, and they guide me through the dark. Lonely days left in despair, air is getting heavier, but I do my best to breathe. Dreams of green and
Good morning. Rain has stopped. I got really sick. It's now just super windy, so I don't know if you can hear me, but I'm going to give you an update on the veggie garden and how it's going. I ordered a couple of potato bags. They arrived. I've just been leveling and filling one of them. In between the rain, I had gravel delivered and spread out. I didn't film it because it was just too wet. My camera would have gotten damaged, but let me show you where I'm up to. We moved the compost bin. I moved the compost bin that was under the stairs to here because it needed a bit more sunlight. I think I need to level that out a little bit more. I'm actually going to bring this stake further out here to go across. In here I planted some ginger. I had some leftover ginger. I had the bulbs, I planted those. I found a random mint plant in my garden, so I quickly chucked that in. And I found a couple of random tomato plants. I think they're just struggling with being transplanted, but I mean that one there already has little flowers coming out to give me some tomatoes, so I transplanted them. I do have to fill that one. That one I want to fill a little bit more. The gravel is all done. In these pots here, I've actually put in some bulbs. I think they're tulips I put in, so hopefully come spring I'll have bulbs and plenty of bulbs. I've run out of rocks. I need to buy a little bit more back here because this is where the greenhouse, I don't know if you can see in that sun, is going to get built across in this section here. But down here I'm going to put in my potatoes. So these are just fabric boxes or bags I bought from eBay, and then when you plant the potatoes, once they're ready, you can sort of open up the bottom and you can harvest the potatoes through there. So I've got 3 of them that are going to go there. So I'm going to do that, and that's probably going to be my update today because I need to get some more rocks to level out here before I attempt to put any sort of foundations down to do the greenhouse.
I'm in love with all your lights and your colors. I'm in love with all your nights. But you've kept me far away from my focus, and to my heart I cannot lie. Stars, made of stars, up above, made to fall.
Hello, we're back again. Let me just bring that up for a minute. It is freezing cold outside today. She might turn you that way because you're not going to see me with all the glare. Don't mind my washing in the background. We're going to do some more gardening today. It's so cold outside. And I'm losing my voice. I've spoken so much today. I'm actually waiting for a video to currently upload. But I've finished filling 2 garden beds with soil. It's compacted down enough. I'm pretty happy with where it's up to. So I'm just gonna put my socks and my gum boots on, take my jewelry off, and we're going to plant some seeds. I do have some things in the garden bed already because they were just growing out of the ground. Now, at the beginning of the video, you would have seen what the backyard looked like. She actually had a lot of things growing in there, but it was just all, it covered the backyard, and we wanted some grass in that backyard for our kids. So we flattened everything and we pretty much started again. But as you know, things can sell seed, and there were some tomatoes sprouting up and mint. So I was like, thank you, planted that in the garden. But then I went to Happy Valley Seeds, a little online seed place. I think they were on the Sunshine Coast, and I purchased some seeds that I want to put into the garden. I do have those potato bags that I've kind of half filled. I'm just going to, is it called chetting some potatoes? So I'm pretty much got them sitting on a cup, and hopefully they get those little eyes on them, and that's called chetting a potato. And then I'm gonna put them into those little bags and then cover them with dirt and let them grow, and fingers crossed. I wanted to do garlic as well. I just need to check. I think my timing will be okay to do the garlic. I'm not too sure. But right here I have got broccoli. I have got snow peas. I have purchased parsley, basil, mint. Oh, mint. I bought mint. See, I didn't need to do that. And mint grows like wildfire. Man, these bags are pretty. You won't be able to see, but these bags are full of seeds. I wonder if I could get that to a neighbor or someone. I have to check. But these are actually really cool because on them, oh, my camera's going flat. It actually says when to sow them. So start seeding in spring and autumn. Sow by scattering on the top of the potting soil, and tap securely. Then keep warm, evenly moisturize, keep moisture until germination starts, which means they just start to grow. And then after 10 to 14 days, you should start to see the plant go through. So it's actually got the instructions on when to sow it. So this one here, broccoli, sow in autumn, winter and spring at 5 millimeters deep, 50 centimeters apart, germination in 4 to 10 days. So I'm going to do my broccoli. So you don't have to do any research. It's all written on these for you, and delivered to your door. There's quite a few seeds in there. So I'm going to change my battery, take you guys downstairs, and I'm just going to plant the ones that say I can plant them now, which isn't a lot.
I wanna do what you want to. We can leave and run away someday, someday. I've been saving you, and you save me too. Yeah, I need it, don't you need me too? 'Cause I need you. Yeah, so call me anytime that you need a favor. Call me anytime I can come and save you. Oh, oh. Call me anytime that you need a friend, and call me anytime when you're out of time. And you, I got you, and you got me too. We can always make it through. What we do is what we do. I can take you anywhere, somewhere. We won't be scared.